Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Makar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings be unto the hopeful elect, pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe, in the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days. This is the brother Yakanan from the GMS England branch. And today's lesson is inspired by a few photographs that I came across earlier on today. And as you can see here on the screen, this is images taken from a concert that was held by Kanye West. Now I believe he is currently in South Korea, if I'm not mistaken. And these are images taken from the actual concert. And as you can see, what stood out to me when I came across these images is the fact that he's had these images edited to where his face has been brightened out. So it almost looks like, an orb, a beam of light encompassing his face. And he's the only one with that effect in the images, all right? So upon seeing this, I thought to myself, this guy doesn't have the light. This guy knows he's an Israelite. But ultimately, he doesn't have the light. He doesn't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. So even though it makes a cool image, it makes an impactful image, the fact that his face is illuminated and whatnot, the truth is, this man doesn't possess the light, but he possesses, the corruptible crown that this world has to offer, all right? And that's something that we don't have. Being in this ministry, being in this truth, we don't have a corruptible crown, but we're laboring to receive an incorruptible crown from Yahweh Shai upon completion of our spiritual journey, our spiritual mission that we are involved in, So these are the thoughts that were coming to mind when I was looking at these images, We have, the light. We have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, not these celebrities, all right? Not the wicked of our people. We have the light. So the first scripture I want to start off with is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and of course verse 1. All right. Now it says, "Who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed." Okay? So we are the ones that have the wisdom which maketh one's face to shine. We have that. Okay? And that's what makes us separate from the world, is the fact that we have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And not only that, we have the gift of faith, as pursuing to Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 8. All right, we have the gift of faith, all right, within our spirit, that's given us the ability to believe in the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. One thing is coming across the information, but it's the next thing to actually believe and have faith in the information, that you're consuming. Okay? And that's the difference between, the elect and the undesirables that are not going to make it in these last days, is the fact that the elect have been gifted with faith to believe, enough faith to go out there on the highways and the byways and preach, okay? And prepare yourself, as a living sacrifice unto Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Now, these celebrities have not done that, okay? These guys are worshipped. They're idolized. They're put on a pedestal. And they are, if you will, immortalized, for a time in this kingdom because of the position that they hold and because of the great compromise that they've made in order to obtain that position in Esau Edom's kingdom. All right? But they've had to do, abominable works, wicked deeds in order to get that position. Okay? So these are not individuals that should be idolized, that should be put on a pedestal. But as the scriptures tell us, in regards to the turning of things upside down. All right? And also when we go to Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20, it tells us how, they should put light for darkness, bitter for sweet, so on and so forth. All right? So this is, the kingdom of Esau Edom. And he glorifies and puts on a pedestal wickedness, including wicked people and including wicked Israelite men and women. Okay? So another scripture I wanted to get is Isaiah 33 and verse 6. And again, this is in no particular order. All right? I was just jotting down a few scriptures according to what was coming into my mind at the time. Now, it says, Isaiah 33 and verse 6, it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. All right? So the wisdom and knowledge of the Holy Bible, the understanding that we have, the truth, all right, is going to be the stability of our time. That's what's going to make us stable in these last days. Not the corruptible crown, not the riches of this world, not the things that you can access via that corruptible crown. Okay? If anything, that is going to destabilize you. All right? That's going to make you unstable. Okay? As the scriptures tell us, riches profit not in the day of wrath, roughly paraphrasing. Okay? So the riches of this world are not going to profit you in these last days, all right, when all hell, is breaking loose in the midst of World War III, okay? You can't use, the riches of this world that you've gained from that corruptible crown in order to get you a seat on a chariot to deliver you from the destruction, okay? That can't be done. However, you can work your way, through the spirit with the currency of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, all right? Because the scriptures talk about laying up for yourselves treasures in heaven, okay? By doing the work, spiritual currency, man, okay? But that corruptible crown is just going to really, get you killed, which we're going to witness, in these last days of all of these celebrities, all right? They either end up dead, broke, or both, okay? Because when Esau's done with them, when he's exhausted, their spirit, what does he do? He demonizes them. Like what's happened to Kanye West in recent years. He demonizes them, and then he tosses them away. And he enlightens another, individual, to be the next dude or the next, woman, so on and so forth. And it's a continuous cycle to the point where I believe, the information came out not long ago that these record companies, they be basically putting insurance on these artists. So when they pass away, either by some, setup, they've orchestrated, or it could be, a thing to do with gang violence or whatever the case may be. They receive a huge payout, all right, because they're asset, to that record label, all right. So it's within their best interest, really, at some point, to kill you off, so they can capitalize off of your death, all right? Because as we all know, when rappers in particular die, their music numbers go up, all right? And they become, immortalized, as they call it, man. So there's no winning, when it comes to serving, this devil, all right? And as the scriptures tell us, you can't serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai and Mammon. So again, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. All right. So this truth is what's going to have us be stable in these last days when all hell is breaking loose. What's going to be comforting us is this truth, is the scriptures. All right. The spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's what's going to be comforting us in these last days, which the scriptures is the comforter, man. Okay. Now, from there, let's get, I believe I wanted to get, Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 1, because it also mentions, the light. Now, this is Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 1, and it reads, Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. All right. So we have the light. We possess the light of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, this truth. All right. It is risen upon us. And it says, verse 2, For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. All right. Now, the glory of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is not seen upon Kanye West. Okay. Upon these ninjas in the world. All right. They have a very dark countenance. They have a very dark and if you will, satanic, countenance about them, because they've done things to reach that corruptible crown. To get that corruptible crown, they've had to do dark deeds. I believe it was Usher, a few months ago. I've done a video on it where everyone was there was a particular video, kind of going viral because of how his eyes and his countenance looked in the video, and everyone was saying he looks satanic. He looks demonic. He looks dead. You look into these guys' eyes, you can see there's nothing there, man. All right. Because, they've been doing detestable and abominable works, and it shows in your countenance. It shows in your aura, so to speak. Okay. So that clip was actually out there, where people were talking about, the appearance of Usher and how he looked, completely void of light, and he just looked demonic. He looked dead inside. All right. And doing abominable works and high levels of transgression will do that to you. All right. It will definitely do that to you, man. Partaking in, particular rituals and things of that nature. Yeah, you're going to look dead on the inside, man. It's going to manifest itself, in your image. Hey, the scriptures tell us, he that wandereth out of the way of understanding, shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So anyone that doesn't have this truth, you're in the congregation of the dead. That's where you are. That's where you're dwelling. Yeah, you're animated, you're walking around, but ultimately you're dead. Because you're void of the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Without this truth, all right, you're the walking dead. That's exactly what you are. That's why we have to give thanks and praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai for the fact that we actually have this word, man. All right? It's really not a joke. It's not a light thing. All right. It's very, very heavy indeed to have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know? Now, another scripture I wanted to get is Proverbs, chapter 8. And, right, we can start from verse 17. This is Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 17. And it reads, I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. All right. And that reminds me of Ecclesiastes 12. You know, those that find, the Lord early shall find him. Now it says, verse 18, riches and honor are with me, yea, durable riches and righteousness. All right. So again, the real riches is this word. All right. And that goes back to Romans 11 also, which we may get after this. And it says, my fruit is better than gold, yea, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver. All right. So let me read that again. That's heavy. My fruit is better than gold, yea, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver. All right. And in NLT, it says, my gifts are better than gold, even the purest gold. My wages better than sterling silver. All right. So there's actually a currency when you're dealing with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, there's a currency. Now let's go into this word, revenue. All right, because we're not laboring for that corruptible crown. We're laboring for the incorruptible crown. All right, that you get for serving Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, for making your life a living sacrifice, as pursuant to Romans chapter 12.
Strong's H8393. Tevuah. Tevuah.
Now that's the Hebrew for the revenue, and it says produce, products to yield crops, income, revenue, gain of wisdom. All right, product of lips. All right. So now we've got that. Let's go to Matthew chapter 6 to prove that there's a revenue that you get for serving Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. There's a currency that you're receiving in the spirit in the heavens, man. All right. Which ultimately is the kingdom of heaven. Now this is Matthew chapter 6. And verse 19, and it says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt. And that's exactly what these entertainers are doing. All right, especially these Jake entertainers. They're laying up for themselves, treasures upon heaven. All right, which really they're not even invested in, real money. They're not purchasing, gold and silver and, precious metals, so on and so forth. All right. Because they don't even have, wisdom enough to do that. They be flashing, Federal Reserve notes. All right. Receipts. All right. They're buying, these fake diamond chains, which a lot of them are not real. That information has come out time and time again. All right, they be just, splurging their money on things of no value, thinking that they're actually purchasing things of significance and value, but when they're not, because it tells us when we go back to Genesis, that real money, is silver, cattle, so on and so forth. Okay. Now it says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. All right? So we're instructed to lay up for ourselves treasures in heaven. Okay, and how do we do that? We do that by doing the work. We do that by going out on the highways and the byways and preaching His word. We do that by making ourselves a living sacrifice on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and the scriptures also tell us that our works do follow us, even unto death. If you die in this truth, your works are not disannulled. All right, your works follow you, even to the other side. It's all recorded in the spirit. Okay? So we get a reward. All right? Like how, Peter, he mentioned, to Yahushua, what are we going to get, for following you? All right? There's going to be a reward. There's going to be a great reward for the true followers and laborers of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. So this word is the real witches. Now let's get that in Romans chapter 11. All right, and then we'll close out shortly. This is Romans chapter 11, and it's around the 30th verse. All right, here it is, Romans chapter 11 and verse 33, and it reads, "Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai! How unsearchable are His judgments and His ways past finding out." All right. And in NLT it says, "How great are God's riches and wisdom and knowledge. How impossible is it for us to understand His decisions and His ways." All right. So the real riches, all right, is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. And there's nothing above the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. If you have this truth, if you possess the true understanding of the Holy Bible, all right, you have the highest form of information, the highest form of knowledge that is capable to be obtained upon earth. Okay? Just let that soak in. You actually have the highest form of information, within your spirit. Having the names Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai within your spirit, that's a blessing. That is a complete blessing to have those names within your spirit. But not only that, to trust in those names and to have faith in those names is a blessing. It's not a light thing. It really is not a light thing, man. So I'm going to cut it off there. Lord willing, this lesson has been edifying, to you brothers out there and few sisters listening and learning. And until the next time, I'll say shalom.